Hey everybody, I'm your man Dennis Pitzenbarger. We're here, Factory 5 Racing with Power Automedia for SEMA, and you know what? I got my main man Dave Smith. You know as well as I do, it is all about customers. All this stuff is nothing without the customers that want to buy it, make them happy. Let's talk about what you got going on this year at SEMA.
Well, I'll tell you, we bring great cars to SEMA, but we wouldn't be bringing any cars if guys didn't build them. And I'll tell you what, I got Erik here who built a twin-turbo nasty coupe behind us, and I mean, that's a car we couldn't build ourselves. I mean, this kid brought some talent to the table. He's got a military background. I want you to see his car. And then Freddy here, all-steel hot rod, LS3-Powered, modern, all thoroughly race rod. He did a great job. I mean, Freddy's here to talk about his car. You show these two cars, and what you're showing is Factory 5 on display. Our customers build the cars, we build the parts. It's a marriage made in heaven.
All right, well, let's go talk to him. All right, you want him, I got him. Freddie Simmons, the owner of that 33 all-steel body, and you know what, I'm a Camaro guy, so I love the LS3. Talk about the inspiration behind the car. What made you choose Factory 5 and why it's so special to you?
Well, myself and my shop, SMG Motoring, we've been partners with Factory 5 for quite some time. I do a lot of their tuning work, so it's kind of a natural progression that we were just going to build a car and kind of show off the product and what different things you can do with it than the norm. So here it is. This is the all-steel car. We kind of wanted to, again, inspire other people to buy. So yes, we're a shop. Yes, we do other things, but we've had such a good relationship with Factory 5. The kits are great. They go together so easy that we wanted to show people what can be done, try to inspire more people to build.
Now, as a fellow Chevrolet fanatic as far as horsepower, you had to take a little grief from the guys that said, hey, you were supposed to have a small block Ford in there or a flathead or something. You got to love LS Power. Why the choice for the LS Power?
Well, for us, it was, I bleed LS. I mean, I got an LS turbo car myself, so it was just a natural thing to put this in it. You know, Factory 5 actually puts, they sell kits set up for Chevy drivetrains more so than the Fords, and it's not a Ford, it's a Factory 5. You can do whatever you want with it. If you want a Ford motor, buy one and put a Ford motor in it.
What is the horsepower? Is that need-to-know basis?
I mean, it's a 4.25 horse motor. It puts down plenty to the tire. It's only 2,600 pounds. I mean, you're going to blow the tires off. You can have fun. It's reliable. We did the LS thing, too, because all the parts are interchangeable. You can still go to AutoZone or O'Reilly's and buy parts for this thing off the shelf without having a problem. So even though it looks custom, it's still serviceable.
What's the #1 reason why you would tell someone to buy one of these Factory 5 cars and why they have to do it if it's an alternative for them to build their own car?
I mean, for the money that you're going to spend, miles per mile. You're going to enjoy this thing. People are going to look at you like you're a superstar. It's just, it is what it is. The kits go together great. It's, again, miles per mile.
All right, Freddie, it's not just your car that's special here. There's another special car. Which one should we keep our eyes out for?
My favorite in the booth is Erik Treves' Daytona Coupe. It's badass. Coyote-powered twin turbo. He's a military guy. It's got a lot of military inspiration. He's a Blackhawk guy, too. Look inside of it. There's a lot of Blackhawk helicopter inspiration. You got to check it out.
Let's go check it out. All right, well, you wanted to talk to him, I wanted to talk to him, and now we got him. Erik Treves, you know, this thing is amazing, and it has a particular feel and motivation behind it. I know, because I already talked to you, that you have an extensive military history. I thank you on behalf of everyone out there for your service, because it means a lot to guys like me that are proud to put an American flag on his house, on his chest, or anywhere else. So first off, thank you for that.
Happy to serve. It's an awesome experience, and I wouldn't have changed it for for anything. Happy to do it.
All right, now let's get to the car. How in the hell does a guy who lights his hair on fire in a Blackhawk go to a car and have any fun?
Well, I mean, that's just the way life is. I mean, you work hard for 22 years, and I got out, and I had the opportunity to do a Generation 3 Coupe, and might as well stuff the biggest engine I could in there and put some turbos, and then do the Blackhawk theme in it. So.
All right, Erik, let's talk about the motivation, the inspiration behind this car, and the parts and pieces on it. Take us from front to back.
Okay, so I mean, I've done several cars from Factory 5. This is my 7th one, and they've all been pretty standard. I wanted to do something that was more me and kind of reflected my experience in the 22 years that I served. So based on my experience in flying Blackhawks, I decided to do a Blackhawk-themed Daytona Coupe. Started with a Coyote motor, took the aviation background, put some twin turbos on there, and then carried it all the way through the car, the coloring, the tail number that's on there, some of the small details from actual Army marking of a Blackhawk, and just scattered them throughout the car.
What is the reaction from the crowd, especially those that have been lucky enough to serve and serve this great country? Do you get some special feedback with this car? Does it make you feel good?
It does. I've been here now a couple days, and everybody zeroes in on the color, that it's matte, then they see it's green, then they see the United States Army, and they always immediately, as soon as they get into the looking inside the car, they're looking at the shifter. I always get the, oh, look at that shifter. And yes, it's fully functional and works fantastic.
What is your favorite part about the car? Is it the shifter or is it something else? I mean, for me, I would say maybe that Coyote motor with the twin huffers on it.
Well, everybody likes the horsepower, right? So that was the main motivation. You can put the Coyote motor in here, it fits wonderfully. The turbos were nice, but it isn't any one thing. It's the whole car. There's a bunch of little small details in there, and Factory 5 allows you to put basically a blank slate canvas and do whatever you want with the car, and I did that with this.
Well, you have extensive history with Factory 5, but the question is for you personally, why Factory 5?
Well, I built my first one when I was just a small W2 in 101st, and it was so easy to build, I built it in my carport. So I could still do my real job, flying Blackhawks, and then on the weekends I could still work on the car. So it's all about making it easy and fun.
All right, well, thank you so much for taking us on a tour through your car. Absolutely love it. On behalf of Freddy, Erik, and Dave, Factory 5 Racing, Power Automedia coverage right here at SEMA.